Hello. You know, one of the most glamorous places on my whole farm is
my chicken house. Not fried, not dumplings, not baked, but real chickens, real live chickens. Lots of people have them. So I'm going to go over some major tips on how to keep them healthy and happy. Let's get started. One of the most important things you need to have is adequate space for each bird. A good rule of thumb is 4-10. 4 square feet per house space and 10 square feet per exercise space. As you can see, mine have a fenced in area in addition to another covered run on rainy days or when that hawk shows up. Okay. The other main consideration that a lot of people miss is ventilation. Birds are very prone to upper respiratory diseases, so you have to have proper ventilation. It is essential. As long as you keep your birds out of the wind and the precipitation, they will do just fine keeping themselves warm on the East Coast. As far as feeding them, I feed a good quality laying pellet. I offer it 24/7. There's no need to feed your chickens meals. They know how much they need to eat, with an obvious clean source of constant water. And that's my rooster. Chickens from hatching to 20 weeks require a food of 20% protein. When they turn 5 months, they need to be switched to a laying pellet of 16% protein. You can mix in free-range food for them, some table scraps, nothing old, nothing rotten. And you should go on the internet for a list of healthy scraps that you can feed your chickens. Another important thing is to offer 24/7 access to oyster shell, crushed oyster shell that you can buy in the feed store or in the pet store. Lots of people like to feed their chickens their own eggshells. This is not a good idea. Chickens will not get enough calcium from their own eggshells, nor will they get it from their food. That's why you have to supplement. And you're also going to teach your chicken, that's right, you're going to teach your chicken to eat their own eggs, which is a terrible habit and one that I have never been able to break of any of my chickens. Of course, if it's safe to do so, you can let your chickens free range. Here are some of my 4-month-old new girls. You only want to do this when it's safe. You know, there's tons of predators, foxes, raccoons, hawks are a main one, and the good old neighborhood dog, which is the biggest killer of domestic chickens. They're always around, sniffing out chickens. So you want to watch them. You want to make sure that whatever they're getting into is okay for them to get into. I wouldn't leave garbage scraps around. If you don't want them tearing up your beautiful landscaping and your mulch beds, then don't let them out near there. The last thing, and this is important to me because I sell my eggs, is egg color. They range from white to pink to blue to green to dark brown to olive. So you have to research and find out which ones will do that for you. A word about breeds. There are over 400 to choose from. You want to pick a bird that is cold hardy, meaning they can withstand the lower temperatures. Remember, it's the heat that birds have a problem with. If you provide them with adequate shelter and good food and keep them dry, they can generate enough heat to sustain themselves. Another thing to think about is how hardy they are, their egg production versus food consumption. The last thing is how they stand confinement. Even though your chickens may free range, you might want to let them out once in a while, but sometimes you might want to keep them in. and they need to be able to be calm and relaxed and not pick on each other. Another factor is how pretty they are. Again, with 400 breeds, the sky is the limit on what they'll look like. So overall, this was just a real quick video on how to take care of your chickens. For more information, please check out all the resources on the internet. I also teach a class on backyard chicken keeping if you're ever in the southern Maryland area. Look me up. And stay tuned for more. If you guys like this video about chickens and have any questions, I would always love to spend more time making more videos talking about them. Take care. Some of my babies free ranging.